Good evening, everybody. Today is 21st February 2018. Today's lecture is Vitimutta Singha, Cosmology and Buddhism, Part 8. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha, say Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay, so nice to see all of you. Last week I explained about the Kamma, because the Buddha teaching is based on the law of Kamma. Law of Kamma means a law of cause and effect. We need to understand everything in the universe, including us, including our body, depend on cause and effect. Our body is just process of cause and effect, isn't it? If we take cause and effect, nothing left. So cause and effect is very important to understand the teaching of Buddha. So that's why we discuss various kind of Kamma, law of cause and effect. In our daily life, we make a lot of the action. Kamma meaning action, bodily action by our body, and then verbally action by speech, various kind of talking, and then before doing something, before talking something, we thinking in our mind. So mental action first. After that, according to our thinking, we behave, body action and verbal action, isn't it? So in our daily life, many Kamma action happen because of from thinking and transfer to our body and our mouth, talking. Yeah. So various kind of action. The Kamma is very complicated way in our life. So everybody know the danger of the samsara, round of rebirth. Reborn again and again is a very suffering. But the important things, Kamma make various kind of life, various kind of rebirth again and again because of Kamma. But the Kamma cannot operate alone. Kamma operate with the mental defilement, ignorance, moha, and greed or clinging. We say lobha, dana in Pali. So combination of these two phenomena, dhamma, supporting to the Kamma to generate new life. Yeah. So that's why our life no end. Because of the ignorance and attachment or greed or clinging, the Kamma always produce various kind of life. Yeah. That's why we need to understand what kind of karma operate in our body and mind in many, many lives. What kind of karma is very dangerous, and what kind of karma we need to accumulate. Some kind of karma support us to upgrade our mental power. We need karma. Still, karma is still very dangerous. Dharma to proceed many, many lives, no end. But we need to use this karma power to upgrade our mental power. So what kind of karma is dangerous? We need to abstain not to do these karma. And what kind of karma is very useful to upgrade our mental power? We need to understand that one. If we understand that one, we clearly understand, oh, this karma is not to do. They are very dangerous. And that karma is very useful. Yeah, clearly understand. That's why the Buddha explained in detail about the karma. So last week I explained the various kind of karma by function, by the priority of result, and then the third one here, not finished yet. That one is the priority of the life. So which karma generate the next life? Which karma generate the power, the result in this very life? Which karma generate the result in the next life? And which karma generate many, many lives until going to the Nibbana? That kind of karma is very, very some wholesome karma very dangerous in our life. But wholesome karma is very strongly supported us to upgrade our mental power. Yeah. So the first karma is I would like to explain a little bit previous one. Which one? Yeah, like this. In the number one is immediately affected karma. Immediately affected karma, we say this one, immediately affected karma. In English translation, immediately meaning in this life. Affected meaning the given the result. So we say in Pali is a data dhamma vedaniya. Yes. Data means immediately. Yeah. Vedaniya means affected. Yeah. Data dhamma means immediately. Vedaniya means affected, like this. So two words combined. Data dhamma is immediately, and vedaniya meaning affected. So data dhamma vedaniya kamma, immediately affected karma. Immediately affected karma means in this life. In this life. So this kind of karma give the result in this life. Yeah. And then number two is a subsequently affected karma. Number two, a subsequently affected karma in Pali is Upapajja Vedaniya Kamma. Two was Upapajja and Vedaniya. Upapajja means subsequently. Subsequently means after this life, we have new life, next life. So the meaning, Upapajja means next life. Next life. Upapajja. Vedaniya means affected. Yeah, affected means given the result. And then number three group is indefinitely affected Kamma. In English, the Pali word is Aparapariya Vedaniya Aparapariya. So the Aparapariya means indefinitely. Vedaniya means affected, given the effect. So Aparapariya here, Aparapariya means from the second line. Second, this line is the first line. The next line is the second line. And from the third line to anti-nibbana. This Kamma has a power to give the result many life from the third line to until the nibbana. So many life they can give the result. So we need to understand like that.
For example, 어떤 거가 그런 작용을 하는지 되게.
Yeah.
For example, say to us.
Yeah, I will explain. Yeah, with the example. Okay, but here right now we need to know the name. The name. So number three is indefinitely affected Kamma, and number four is defunct Kamma. Defunct Kamma means Pali is Ahosi Kamma. Ahosi means defunct, no function. No function means no result. Defunct Kamma. Ahosi Kamma. Yes, some Kamma began going to expire. That meaning is going to expire means the some something if you buy, there's expire date. After expire date, you cannot use. It's a useless, isn't it? Like this. Some Kamma, going to expire, cannot give the result in the life, various kind of life, in the samsara. So that kind of Kamma is, we say, Ahosi Kamma. So in our life, we accumulate various kind of Kamma. We can classify into four. Number one, Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma for this life. And number two, Upapajja Vedaniya Kamma for the second life. And number three, Aparapariya Vedaniya Kamma for the third life, from the third life to anti-nibbana. Many life. So that kind of Kamma, very powerful. Maybe wholesome Kamma, maybe unwholesome Kamma. It's both. Both. Unwholesome Kamma also give the unwholesome result. Wholesome Kamma give the wholesome result, good result, isn't it? So many life, very dangerous. That kind of powerful Kamma. And then number four Kamma going to expire. So that Kamma is it doesn't matter we understand or not, but we need to explain here. Okay, so the example, I would like to explain the example about that one. So a little bit more, we need to understand the mind, process of mind. The process of mind, our mind is operate like a process. So In the process of mind, there are identical 7 kind of mind movement arise in every process of mind. Any kind of process, I do thought process, ear do thought process, no do thought process, tongue do thought process, body do thought process, and mind do thought process. So we have a 6 kind of do. We have, so according to that, these do, the process of mind are different. Understand? In I do thought process. In ear do, when you hear something, ear do thought process. Anyway, according to the do, according to the object, various kind of thought process arises. So during the thought process, there are very dynamic, powerful consciousness arise 7 times. So these 7 times identical wholesome or unwholesome mind movement create the Kamma. Create the Kamma. I already explained the 4 kind of Kamma included in there. The 4 kind of Kamma. So that I would like to explain with the graph like this here. Here. You see? Here, the color, in the mind thought process, is very important. After seeing, after hearing, after smelling, after tasting, after touching, in mind thinking again and again about that object, what we see, what we hear, what we smell, what we taste, what we touch, isn't it? So many times in mind the thought process, anytime. So in that mind thought process, there are 7 times of the dynamic mind movement. Here mentioned J. J means Javana in Pali. Javana also. Wow. Here. Here, Javana. Javana. Yeah. So number 1, Javana 7 times. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7. 7 times. Same type of the conscious mind movement, maybe wholesome, maybe unwholesome mind movement. So the power of Kamma produced with these mind, the Kamma and power of Kamma is like this here. The first moment, little bit small, second moment more, third moment more and more, fourth moment is the most powerful. The fourth moment, and then the fifth moment, little bit down, and then sixth moment more, and then seventh moment more and more down. So the power Kamma like this. So first Javana here, first Javana give the result. Number 1 kind of Kamma, Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma. Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma means that in this very life, the result, given result in this life. Because the power is not very powerful here. The range of power, yeah. So not very powerful, just only in this life, give the result. And then the last moment, last mind moment is 7, isn't it? 7 kind of mind moment. So 7 kind of mind moment also here, the power of Kamma here, say the first moment and 7 moment. But 7 moment is very close to the, just second life. In the second life, that Kamma kept the result. Just only second life. After second life, that Kamma began the defunct Kamma, going to expire. Yeah, no more keep the result. The first Kamma also, first mind moment Kamma also, only in this life given the result, but no chance to give the result in this life. That Kamma began going to expire. That meaning is the first mind moment just in this very life. After this life, they have no chance to give the result. And then 7 moment, mind moment also give the result in the second life. After second life, they have no chance to give the result. They will be going to expire. Ahosi Kamma, we say Ahosi Kamma. So Ahosi Kamma is not new Kamma, isn't it? Ahosi Kamma is just number 1 and number 2. Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma or Upapaja Vedaniya Kamma. These 2 Kamma going to expire after first life or after second life. We say these Kamma Ahosi Kamma. Yeah. We need to understand like Ahosi Kamma. So that's why when we perform the Kamma, how you import the mental power too strong in the first moment, the result will give in this last. Yeah. That is depend on the other condition. Other condition is, if you're offering, just normal offering cannot give the result in this very life, isn't it? But very strong, the saddha, confident, very strong, the effort. And then the receiver also. Receiver is absorption. Very the mind is a very strong concentration power. Yeah. So if you offer to that person, so you can get the result in this life. So to get the result in this life, we need other different conditions. Other different conditions. Mostly the Kamma we accumulate in our life, we need to take the time to get the result. Yeah. Even though in this life, just doing and get the result is not possible. Doing the Kamma after 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, or 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 1 week, 2 week, little bit time. After that, we get the result. Not right away. After doing the Kamma, we get the result. It's not possible. Yeah. So we need to understand like this. So the first mind moment and 7 mind moment. First mind moment we call the Kamma. We call what Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma. The mind moment generate the karma. That karma give the result. The second life we call what? Upapajja. Upapajja Vedaniya Kamma. Upa means very near. Pajja means appear. Very near appear means for this life, second life is very near, very close. That's why the Pali is Upapajja. Upa means close. Yeah. Pajja means they give the result. Yeah. Okay, so these two kind of karma, we understand. And then second moment, third moment, fourth moment, fifth moment, sixth moment. These in the middle, there are 5 moments, isn't it? So these 5 moments, second to sixth, these 5 moments, the second to sixth, these 5 moments. So when you see the graph, these 5 moments, the power is like this, here, here. So very powerful range, isn't it? So that's why in the middle, 5 moments, we say aparapariya vedaniya kamma. That kind of karma. Aparapariya vedaniya kamma. Indefinitely affected karma. Because they are very powerful, they has a power to keep the result from the third life to many life until Nibbana. Until Nibbana. So like this. So in our daily life, many mind thought process. There are 7 kind, many 7 kind of the mind movement generate many karma. Babaja Vedaniya Kamma, Aprapriya, Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma, Ubabaja Vedaniya Kamma, and Aprapriya Vedaniya Kamma. But Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma going to expire after this life. We say Ahosi Kamma. After this life, first mind moment produce the result going to expire. Never ever give the result. And 7 mind moment, we say Upapajja Vedaniya Kamma. Upapajja Vedaniya Kamma give the result in the second life, next life. So after next life, that karma going to expire. We say Ahosi Kamma. Yeah. So the first mind moment, 7 mind moment is not very powerful, isn't it? Going to expire after that time. After their turn is this life or next life. After that, no more. But second mind moment to 6th mind moment in the middle 5 mind moment generate the karma. That kind of karma we say aparapariya vedaniya kamma. Indefinitely affected karma. Indefinite meaning is forever. Nearly forever. But after we go to the Nibbana, that karma going to expire because no chance to get the result. So the Buddha and Arahant, Buddha and Arahant, they have no more life, isn't it? So after they go into the Nibbana, that karma has no power to give the result. But before going to Nibbana, Buddha and Arahant, they suffer something, isn't it? Sometimes the Buddha headache, very strong headache. At that time, the Buddha cannot give the Dhamma talks because very strong headache. The appropriate Vedaniya Kamma in middle 5 in Buddha past life made that kind of karma. So that kind of karma didn't go into expire, has chance to give the life of Buddha before going to the Nibbana. Yeah. So that's why the appropriate Vedaniya karma is very dangerous karma. If the appropriate Vedaniya karma is akusala meaning unwholesome, they will follow forever until going to the Nibbana. So very dangerous. We need to abstain from that kind of appropriate unwholesome akusala karma. Appropriate unwholesome akusala karma is very dangerous. We need to abstain from that. And then appropriate Vedaniya karma is another kind, is a wholesome karma. Yeah. Many previous life, the Buddha accumulate the 10 kind of perfection. Parami. You know parami? Perfection. Yeah. Parami means parami make the person to be perfect. Yeah. To become perfect, we say perfection in English. In Pali, it's a parami. So the Buddha, the Bodhisattva, before the Buddha, Bodhisattva, many life, he accumulate many perfection to become a Buddha. That kind of wholesome karma, appropriate Vedaniya karma. That appropriate Vedaniya karma, very useful to upgrade our mental power, to be free from the round of rebirth, samsara. Isn't it? Yeah. So that's why we need to apply, we need to try to get these kind of appropriate Vedaniya kusala karma to upgrade our mental power. Why we need mental power? Because we want to be free from the samsara, round of rebirth, again and again, but rebirth again and again. We don't know, we don't want. So we need to remove mental impurity. We say kilesa. Kilesa is mental impurity. We need to remove. Ignorance, I already told you. Ignorance and clinging. A very strongly mental defilement to go endless life, endless life. So without mental power, we cannot remove these two, ignorance and clinging. That's why we need mental power. We need to upgrade mental power with the wholesome karma, appropriate Vedaniya wholesome karma we need. The more and more we accumulate, we collect the power of the appropriate Vedaniya karma. So our mind becomes stronger and stronger. So that means we have enough power to remove mental defilement, ignorance, moha, vijja, and dana, clinging. Yeah. So the theory is like this. The Buddha teaching is according to the theory like this. Very practical way. Yeah. Step by step, we need to do. So appropriate Vedaniya karma is very important for us. I mean wholesome karma. Unwholesome is not useful, useless. Unwholesome, very dangerous. Aparapariya Vedaniya Kamma is two kinds, wholesome and unwholesome, akusala and kusala. Akusala is very dangerous. We need to abstain. We need to keep away from that karma. But wholesome aparapariya Vedaniya wholesome karma, we need more and more to do. Because we need the power from that kind of karma. Okay, so I would like to explain here a little bit more the detail. No, this one I think. Yeah, here. Indefinitely affected karma, aparapari. Oh, sorry. Wow. Need to indefinitely affected karma, aparapariya Vedaniya karma, can ripen after from the second life, second future existence, second life after second life meaning from the third life to the until nibbana. So the Buddha and Arahant, even though the Buddha and Arahant is not exemption from that kind of karma. That kind of karma give the result, even though Buddha and Arahant. You know the Moggallana, the chief disciple or the Buddha. So Moggallana, that Arahant has a very powerful supernatural power. He has supernatural power. But, finally, before going to the brain Nibbana, 500 robbers trying to kill him. First day, he saw them with his supernormal power, or these persons come to me trying to kill. So he fly into the sky and fly away. It's possible. First day, second day, third day, every day that 500 robbers come to see and try to kill him. But he flying away. But 7 days, he cannot. So he look at what happened. He cannot make the supernormal power at that day. So what happened? So he saw his karma. In the previous life, many previous life, and one life, his mother and father are blind. When he married, the wife don't like his mother and father because they are blind. They need evident support, cooking and then other thing, everything she need to do for his parent. So the wife doesn't like. So the wife told his husband, please, your father and mother bring into the forest and then leave it. So the husband cannot oppose the wife's advice. So he bring his parents to the forest, and then he tried to pretend, because they are blind, they cannot see anything. So he trying to pretend as a robber. Oh, father and mother, please run away. The robbers come to us and then trying to kill us. So please run away. He say like this, and himself kill his father and mother. So that kind of karma, first my moment, give the result in this life. Is after killing his father and mother, his life is not good. The bad thing come to him. The family is not, no happiness. The family has many problems, something like that. He got in the first life, in this life, and then second life, he going to hell. Yeah. After that, many life, he kept the result because of the middle fight, Kamma, Aprapariya, Vedaniya Kamma kept the result in many life until, yeah, until, before going to the Nibbana, he 7 days, he cannot fly away with his supernormal power. Yeah. So that's why he was killed by the 500 robbers. So you can imagine, very strong. Aprapariya Vedaniya Ahosi is very strong karma. So we need to understand like this. So that's why the Buddha Arahant is no exemption. Always the Buddha Arahant experiencing the result of the indefinitely affected karma. Aprapariya Vedaniya karma. Yeah. So we need to understand like this. Okay. And then I would like to give another one example. That's why, any living being who reborn in a woeful state can come up the human ring, reborn as a human being. So other religion, they teach their teachings, hell is permanent hell, permanent heaven, heaven also permanent, hell also permanent. But that the Buddha explained in detail, no, it's depend on the karma. Aprapariya Vedaniya karma, if we have Aprapariya Vedaniya karma, even though we're going to hell, after that we reborn as a human being, we reborn as a celestial being, it's possible. So there's no permanent hell and no permanent heaven. We need to understand. From the heaven, the person, because of the Aprapariya Vedaniya karma, going to hell is possible. In the same way, it's possible. Because of the Aprapariya Vedaniya karma, Ahosi, we don't know what kind of Aprapariya Vedaniya karma, how many we collect in the previous life, many previous life. We don't know. Even though in this life, because mind is so fast. So fast. In one action, one karma, 7 times, 7 different mind movement, different karma generate. Yeah, so we can get the result from that. Yeah. So the animal or having is a very difficult to, even though difficult to get the wholesome kusala, but they had chance to reborn as a human being, to reborn as a celestial being is possible because of the power of Aprapariya Vedaniya karma. Aprapariya Vedaniya karma means that the animal or hell being, they have many Aprapariya Vedaniya karma in the previous life, isn't it? Yeah, that's why. That's why they were reborn as a human being, they were reborn as a celestial being, because the karma store in indefinitely affected karma, Aprapariya Vedaniya karma. Okay. So that's why we conclude these 4 kind of karma. Ahosi karma is not new karma. Ahosi karma is the previous 3 karma. Abhidhamma Vedaniya karma, first karma. So first karma is we say Abhidhamma Vedaniya karma, isn't it? The first karma is a Abhidhamma Vedaniya karma. Where began the difference? Where began going expire? If it is, cannot give the result in the present life. So present life is in trouble to give the result. After present life, the Abhidhamma Vedaniya karma expire, useless. Yeah? And then second karma. The second karma is Upapajja Vedaniya Kamma. Upapajja Vedaniya Kamma also will become the different karma if it cannot give the result in the next or second life. Next meaning is a second life. After second life, after that time interval, that karma going to expire. Yeah. But this indefinitely affected karma, aprapariya vedaniya karma, will become the different only. One is given the result, or a person has become an arahant, get out of the round of rebirth, samsara, they become different karma, Ahosi karma. So before, if you have no power to go into the nibbana, that means aprapariya vedaniya karma always follow you to give the result. So very, very powerful. Aprapariya vedaniya karma always follow you until nibbana. Yeah. So if you become an arahant, and if you have the body and mind, that karma have chance to give the result. Like Moggallana, I already explained the Moggallana story of Moggallana. Yeah. Previous life, he killed his own father and mother. So that's why finally, before going to the Nibbana, he already become an arahant, but he has body and mind. So that definitely affected karma, aprapariya vedaniya karma, has a chance to give the result. That's why Moggallana was killed by 500 robbers. Understand? Yeah. So that's one. The aprapariya vedaniya karma, very powerful, very, very, very dangerous, very dangerous. Okay, so the Angulimala, another example. Angulimala, Angulimala? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, every change. What's happened? The Angulimala. Angulimala is a flower of the finger. He is a robber, but before he is a very good person. He tried to study in the university, but the professor and then other people make some kind of the to fight because he is a very rich person, but his father and mother didn't give them money for study because his mind is so strong. So that's why maybe he make a servants for the professor not to give the money for the study. So he very, very good person to serve as a professor and a professor wife. So their relationship is very good. So that the other person, they jealous. So they make because of jealousy, they make separate them. So that's why the professor he give the advice him to do so. If you give me 500 finger, I will teach you the very secret teaching for you. Very secret teaching for you. But it's not real. he trying to, because if you cut the finger, the other person kill him. So it's good. So that's why he became the robber in the forest, and then he trying to kill every person into the forest, kill and cut the finger. So collect 500 finger. So he make the the finger column. So we say Inguli Mala. Mala means the flower, gland of flower. Yeah, Inguli means finger. That's why his name changed. The original his name is Ahisaka. Ahisaka. Original name is Ahisaka. But after behave like this, his name changed. Everybody call him Angulimala. So Angulimala, the robber, killed 1,000 people because he tried to collect 500 fingers to venerate his professor, to study the very top secret teaching from him. But so he had a great story of the unwholesome karma, isn't it? Very strong unwholesome karma. But he was fortunate to meet the Buddha. So Buddha trying to help him. Yeah. So after Buddha teachings in the forest, when they met, the Buddha just telling him only one talk. That talk is, I'm already stopped. You are not stopped. You are not stopping. I'm already stopped. So the Buddha saying like this, after explanation a little bit, he understand. Oh, I'm not stopped, because that's not stop meaning is going and rebut again and again. That meaning. Yeah. So he became the Buddha discipline, a disciple. Sorry, following the discipline, and then practice meditation. Yeah. Inside meditation, vipassana, so he became the arahant. But you know that after becoming the arahant, he has no mental impurity. But because of the karma, when he goes strong, he cannot get the food, because the people or the person kill our relative. That man, he killed our relative. So we don't want to offer him. So very difficult his life to get the, one kind of food by going strong.
You always starve then. You always starve.
Yeah, yeah. And then, the other person, throw with the stone, and then, that's kind of the Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma. He carried. Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma. Yeah. You can imagine. Yeah. But, Upabhaja Vedaniya Kamma, the 7 mind movement, we say Upabhaja Vedaniya Kamma has no chance to keep this, because he has no second life. He has no next life. So that Upabhaja Vedaniya Kamma has no chance for him. You see? Yeah. Yeah, in this case. Yeah.
About Aparapariya.
But Aparapariya Vedaniya Kamma, he stayed. Yes, he stayed, but that's why he struggled to collect the food. His month life is not easy in the first time. But after when he see the pregnant woman to make the baby, very difficult condition, he saw that lady, so he has a great confession. When he saw her, so the Angulimala trying to explain the Buddha, or Buddha I saw when I'm going to Amstrong. I saw the lady. That lady is very difficult to born the baby. So the Buddha gave this kind of the Satchakiriya. Satchakiriya means telling the truth. You know the Parita, Prodati Sutta, 11 kind of Prodati Sutta, Angulimala Sutta. Yeah, the Buddha teach him. Angulimala Sutta means the Buddha teach to the Angulimala. So that's why we easily make the name. That's kind of Sutta, Angulimala Sutta, like this. But the Buddha, when the Buddha teach him, not like this, not Angulimala Sutta, not give the name. But after that, we give the name to remember. Angulimala Sutta.
So that's the teaching what Buddha.
Just
gave
telling
to
the truth.
Angulimala.
Yeah. Just Buddha teaching to the Angulimala. Just telling the truth. The telling the truth is very simple. I mean, after I understanding the nature, I became the Arahant. I never ever killing any living being. This is true, isn't it? Yeah, delivery. Yeah. So he sees Yadoham Bagini, Ariyaya, Jatiya Jato. Ariyaya, Jatiya Jato. Ariyaya means a noble person, very pure, noble person. So Ariyaya, Jatiya Jato. After becoming noble person, I never ever kill any living being. That's true. But before the noble person, he killed. So that time is not telling the truth. After noble person, he began the Arahant. After noble person, he never ever killing the truth. That's why Yadoam Bakini, Ariyaya, Jadiya Jado, Nabi Janami, Sanchicha Pana, Jivita, Orobia. Sanchicha means with intention. With intention. Pana means a living being. Pana, living being. Jivita, Oropia. Jivita means life. Oropia means destroy. Nachanami means I never. So after telling the truth, the lady easily deliver the baby. Yeah. So after that kind of telling the truth, after doing, he very popular. He very popular. Oh, that man, very a great power, like this. That the people telling each other, and
Became midwife.
Yeah. But not only the commentaries said that they're not only the deliver for the woman. That kind of telling the truth, we can use at any kind of case. Yeah. If you have any difficulty, you can tell in the truth, and then you can use this one as well. Yeah, not only the the baby. Yeah. So you can imagine, aparapariya vedaniya kamma is very strong, sometimes Ahosi is very dangerous for our life. We cannot run away from them because until to the nibbana, so we cannot run away from that karma. Yeah, so very dangerous, very dangerous. So that's why after he died, he go out of the samsara, never reborn again. So all kind of the karma going expire. including aprapriya vedaniya kamma, has no chance to give the result, isn't it? Yeah. So, the Ahosi Kamma is not new Kamma. Ahosi Kamma is a previous Kamma. They has no chance to give the result. We say Ahosi Kamma. Yeah. We need to understand, I think.
So some people get away from their bad action because sometimes when the conditions are not right, some karma cannot actually affect.
Yeah. So if it is the karma is not weighty karma, kru karma, we already discussed. Kru karma, weighty karma is very strong karma. If you kill your father or your mother, or you kill the arhat, or you make split the sangha, or you try to assassinate the Buddha. So these kind of the karma is a weighty karma. So no chance to run away, or just we have to stop. We no power. No other karma has power to overcome this kind of karma. Yeah, but if we don't have this kind of karma, we can some karma we can just put away for temporarily. I mean, not permanently. Temporarily, we put away with the very powerful karma. Yeah. So that's why some person are all their life, like a hunter. The hunter is every day kill the animal, isn't it? But the hunter, when he very old, he became a monk, and then he trying to practice meditation. One day, going to die, like the nimitta, kati nimitta, the sign of destiny come to his mind. So in his mind, the dog follow him to bite. So he shouting, "Oh, please help me, stop the dogs. The dogs ran to me and then trying to bite me. Please stop." So that at that time, in that temple, his son is Arahant at the temple. So the son understand. Oh, my father, the sign of destination is not good, but I'm trying to that kind of akusala karma nimitta go away with the very powerful kusala karma. I try. This is my later chance to change the situation. So he collect many flower, and then he flower in front of the Buddha, many flower preparation, and then show him. So I offer many flower to the Buddha for you, as you are Kamma, as you are wholesome. So show him. So his mind, the sign, changed. At the time, he say, "Oh, please, little bit. And you are the stepmother coming." But because he didn't know that the deity in his mind, celestial being coming in his mind, just a sign, sign of the destination change. So the Arahant understand, oh, this is a good sign. It's good for him. So his next life is so good. It's okay. So, I mean, sometimes we train like this. Yeah. But not always. It's very difficult condition to get such kind of conditions. Very difficult. understanding person and trying to make a wholesome for the person, but the person also can focus on that and catch it. So he has a power of wholesome. That's why he can change the sign of destination. We need to understand that. So not always we cannot, change the karma. Weighty karma, we never change weighty karma. The other karma, we can change. It depends on the situation. So kruka karma, weighty karma, another the priority of the sad. Kruka karma is first priority to get the sad. If there's no kruka karma, second priority karma is what is this? Asana karma. Asana karma means death proximate karma. Very close to die, as the karma appear, give this as a second priority to keep the sad. So we already discussed in previous lecture. Previous lecture. If it is there is no weighty karma, no that proximate karma, so another karma is very useful for us. That karma, achina karma. Achina karma means habitual karma. Habitual karma means regularly you did. Regularly. You practice meditation regularly. You offer something regularly. At any amount, it doesn't matter. But we need to do regularly. We need to do habitually. That kind of karma, powerful to keep the rasa as a third priority. There's no Vedic karma. There is no asana karma. Because of Vedic karma is mostly we didn't, because we understand. We can abstain from the Vedic karma. The asana karma also, not sure, because this karma need many conditions, isn't it? So asana karma also is not, sure, but surely in this life, in the present time, we made regularly karma, habitually karma. Asana karma is very useful for our life. Asana karma change. If you remember at the deathbed, very close to die, you remember previous good karma, recollect, reflect at that time. Achina karma, habitual karma change into death proximate karma, atana karma. So second priority to keep that aside. Very, very good karma. So achina karma, very useful in our life. To do habitually, to do regularly. So that's why the Buddha always give the advice to practice regularly. Always Buddha, every day the Buddha, don't be slip of the opportunity. Always be mindful to do wholesome regularly, habitually. Any kind. At home, you can do it, isn't it? For the family, you may cleaning at home for the family. It's kind of wholesome. If you practice meditation, you can do it. Even though you cleaning your house, your hand moving, your any action, you focus on that, and then you did it. This is a meditation, isn't it? Not sitting meditation, not only sitting meditation. So meditation can practice at any posture, at any condition. It depends on your mind. So mindfulness, we need mindfulness. So Mindfulness, everything in your action, even though you are in the doing the housework, you can practice, meditation. The vipassana meditation, any kind of object is a meditation object. So vipassana meditation is very good meditation, not for man, for lay people as well. Yeah. It's possible to practice, isn't it? Yeah. So that's when the Buddha teaching is very practical. The lay people can practice, not only for the monk. Somebody they think, oh, I want to become a monk, I want to be in the forest. They think only in the forest, only monk has a chance to practice inside meditation, vipassana, isn't it? Yeah, it's not correct. But the other thing that different, there's a difference between the lay people life and monk's life. Monk's life has more time to practice vipassana, but the lay people life is very difficult to get time. But if you have the will, you can do it, isn't it? So time is, if you take the time, any kind of thing you can do it.
So actually, that's what the Buddha said. I mean, even the lay people can practice to become enlightened.
Yeah,
That's what he.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, but we need regularly practice. Yeah. Achina Kamma. Achina Kamma, very strong Kamma for the lay people life. Yeah. Any amount, any time. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or 20 minutes too short. Somebody think like this. But every drop of water, full ocean. Isn't it? So that's why the regularly, habitually Kamma, Achina Kamma, very, very useful to collect the power of mind. Yeah. To upgrade power of mind. Yeah, that's why the Buddha said practical way. Yeah. Okay. So you today we will go to the next one. That the Ahosi Kamma, I already discussed about this, so skip that one. I already discussed about the Ahosi Kamma. Ahosi Kamma is not new Kamma, and this Kamma is a previous Kamma. No chance to keep the result. They are going to expire. We say Ahosi Kamma. Okay. So I would like to make the conclusion of previous kind of Kamma. Okay. Here I show the the rebirth, this one, that is represent every living being first moment. We say rebirth. Patisandhi, or relinking. Pati means again, linking means connect. Pati sandhi means connect or link. Connection or link. Pati means again. Previous life and this life connect with this mind. So we say rebirth. It's our first moment. And then in our life, the last moment here, the last moment is a death moment. So between rebirth and death, there are many kind of the consciousness. We can't say how many. Countless. Yeah. So during our life like this, represent like this. So Janaka Kamma, the first group, according to the function, the Janaka Kamma, productive Kamma, produce the whole life from the rebirth to death. Produce because our life is just kind of the flesh, just kind of the many process of many consciousness, many material appear and disappear. So you are sitting here and listening the discussion of the Dharma, word by word. Every word from the studying the 5 o'clock, every word disappears. Right now, you just only write, present song, isn't it? The previous song, many words are discussed, but every sound and voice disappear, isn't it? So like this, in our body and mind, many mind like this appear and disappear, many material appear and disappear. So the productive karma, Janaka karma, is very strong karma, produce mind and nama. We say nama and rupa. Yeah. Mind is including manifestus, and material. Produce that Janaka karma, productive karma. Every moment produce until we die. Yeah. So that Janaka karma is maybe any kind of karma, maybe in the 5 appropriate Vedaniya karma. Yeah. Or maybe Vedi karma, we say, maybe Vedi karma, we can say Vedi karma for the helping for the animal, maybe. Vedi karma, isn't it? So Janaka karma is like this. The whole life, moment by moment, produce new mind and material. Because this nowadays science proved that. Science in our body says any cell die every moment and renew, replace with a new cell instead of the dying cell, isn't it? So like this. So Janaka karma produced like this. Every moment new mind and the material depend on condition. Yeah, different condition, different depend on condition. So between the birth and rebirth and between the death, so we say this is our dream life, isn't it? Dream life. So during the life, the other karma supported to the Janaka karma. Yeah. So we say Upatambaka karma. Yeah. Upatambaka karma, maybe Upatambaka karma also good or bad karma, wholesome or unwholesome karma, is maintain the action of the productive karma in the course of the one's lifetime. Yeah, Upatambaka meaning supporting, support. Maybe Janaka karma is a good karma. The supporting karma also good karma support. So that person born in a royal family and the life is so good. Yeah, like this. And then the Upatamaka Akusala Upatamaka karma also reborn as an animal. So that animal very difficult to search the food because unwholesome supporting karma support to be very suffering. Yeah, like this. So we need to understand like this. So the Janaka karma, Upatamaka karma is like this, operate in our life. Okay, and then another kind of karma upapilaka kamma. So Janaka Kamma already we discussed the whole life and every moment produce a new mind and material in our body. Upapilaka Kamma, oh sorry, what? Yeah, Upapilaka Kamma during the life. Upapilaka means obstructed or counteracted. So counteracted meaning is if the Janaka Kamma is a wholesome Kamma, so counteracted meaning unwholesome Kamma counteract. That means made the obstruction, made the trying to obstruct, trying to weaken the result of the wholesome Kamma. For example, a person born in the rich family, but that person is not in good health. Always on the bed, various kind of disease happen. So no more enjoy in the rich family, isn't for that person. Because the akusala support and the obstructive karma counteract or weaken the result of the wholesome karma, good family, rich family. And then oppositely, the wholesome Janaka Kamma, productive Kamma, the animal, then born in the dog, pet dog. Some pet dog is very rich. In the millionaire house, he lives very comfortable life. Everything, whatever he wants, he can get. And whose animal reborn as an animal is a wholesome karma, not wholesome karma, akusala karma. Because of akusala karma, reborn as an animal, like a dog. But the upapilakas, the karma support the counteract the result of unwholesome, reduce the quality or weaken the result. So that's why the dog is a very comfortable in the millionaire house, isn't it? A very luxury car, he rides every day like this, You can imagine. Yeah. In Myanmar, many dogs on the road, they are very difficult to, get the food.
I saw them.
Yeah, you saw.
They look very poor.
Yeah.
They're very poor.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hungry.
Yeah, that's so you can imagine that two different kind of dog. Animals same dog, but their life so different because of different karma they have. Yeah, we need to understand like that. Nobody create, nobody make it. They make their karma and they get the result because of their karma. Yeah, so that kind of view the Buddha explained to understand. If you don't understand the nature of karma, you are confused. What happened? And that in this life, I try to be good, but the bad result come to me. Why? Mostly people complain like this, complain the karma. I'm trying to be good in this life, and bad result come to me. Why? If they don't understand the nature of karma, they complain the karma. Yeah, that's why. But to understand the karma, very, very important, basic understanding in the teaching of Buddha. Yeah. That's why I trying to explain to understand the various kind of karma according to the function, according to the priority of the given result. So many different views the Buddha explained. Not only one way. The Buddha always want the Buddha teaching is analytical way. Analytical way. make the analysis in different view. If you only in one view, you may get wrong because only one view. So the Buddha, the Kamma, the Buddha views in different way. That's why I explain many. So maybe somebody think, it's too much, too many to understand the Kamma. Difficult. I don't want to learn it. But the Buddha teaches like this in very different view. So different view, you can get the right understanding. Yeah. Only one view, you cannot get the right understanding. That's why. So please be patient to learn, to study about the Kamma. Okay, so the obstructive Kamma, Upapilaka, is like this. You need to understand. Okay, and another one is Upakaraka Kamma. Upakaraka is, we say distracted Kamma. In English, distracted. Upa means very close, like the Upa-picca. Upa is very close. Karaka means kill, choking, chook. Killing. Yeah. Kill means here, kill means destroy. Yeah. Destroy the result. So Janaka Kamma, productive Kamma produce a very good result by the wholesome Kamma. Bad rasa and wholesome Kamma. But the destructive Kamma destroy, try to stop the productive Kamma, Janaka Kamma. So Janaka Kamma cannot continue to give the result because of the Upakaraka Kamma. Upakaraka Kamma cut off the result of the productive Kamma, Janaka Kamma. So that's why somebody is a good health but dying instantly. Yeah, like a accident or something like this. And die. So we need to understand like this. So many different kind of Kamma keep the result in their own way. The Kamma never approach to the different person. Kamma behave their own way. No, constantly. Then their way is good Kamma, bad Kamma, productive Kamma, obstructive Kamma, destructive Kamma. Is depend on their nature. Give the result like this. So we need to understand. Okay, so many story in the Buddha time. At the one time, the monk, a group of monks, trying to see the Buddha. So they have the trouble. They pass through the many village. So when they reach the one village, at the time, the village, one house set on fire. So at the moment in the sky, the crow flying. The burning house, from the burning house, the ring of the kind of the store to put the pot, the ring, burning, and boom, blown up into the air, and then you can imagine the Kamma is very strict. That the crow, the neck, that one exactly come to the neck of the crow. So the crow burning in the sky and die. So the monk, the group of monks saw that situation. So they keep memorize. When they meet the Buddha, they ask about that. So the Buddha explained that crow, previous life, he is a human. He's a farmer. He has a cow to plow the field. But that cow is very lazy cow. Don't want to do anything. So the crow, the farmer, very angry with his cow, lazy cow. So at the one time, his anger is more and more, and finally he cannot control his anger. So he many straw around the neck of the the cow, and then set on fire. So that kind of karma give the result like this. The Buddha explained. So if you don't understand the cause, the karma, we complain. What happened? It's not accidentally happened like this, because the karma already happened. So we need to understand. If you don't understand the karma, so in the London, the very young man, he's a student. He is a very, very clever, and he tried to change his status, immigration status, from the student visa into the work visa. Yeah. The other time he tried every day. He offered to the Buddha, and he prayed every day to the Buddha in front of Buddha, and he trying to change his status, but it's not successful. Finally, he complained to the Buddha. All action is defunct, no affected. So no, I don't believe the Buddha. I don't believe in Kamma. And then he go into the church, and then he sit in the church praying that God protect you, and then God give me something, blah blah blah, right? Oh, I myself didn't some kind of deed get the result, not get the result. Why I just pray and the God help me? No, it's not possible. He cannot accept such kind of teaching also. So he go back to the temple, and then he met me, and then he explained what happened on his mind changing. So I teach him the karma, the nature of karma, and completely this kind of karma. After that, he understand. Oh yeah, that's why I cannot get the right away the result. I have karma, but some karma I need to wait the time to be mature to get the result. Yeah. So finally he understand. He became the temporary monk for a while. Yeah. So you can imagine without understanding karma, very dangerous, sometimes very, very dangerous. Yeah. So the view is change. Okay. So the next group is I already told you, very powerful. The karma is a group. Oh, sorry. I forgot. Yeah, Kruka Kamma. Kruka Kamma is a weighty Kamma. Weighty Kamma. Kruka Kamma is weighty Kamma. So weighty Kamma is a very unwholesome, very strong unwholesome Kamma. K Om Fala, Om Mala, K Araha, split the Sangha, trying to split the Sangha, trying to assassinate the Buddha, So like this, it's a first priority. Always, if we have a Vedic Kamma, the Vedic Kamma keep the result in the first priority. Always. Yeah. And then another Kamma, Asana Kamma. The second powerful Kamma, Asana Kamma. The Asana Kamma is that proximate Kamma. Yeah, Sankama reflect or right away we did at that moment. So we say Asana Kamma. But Asana Kamma is very difficult to get this kind of Kamma because of many conditions we need to get the Asana Kamma. So Asana Kamma is not sure for us. Yeah. But the Kamma has power to keep the result in the second priority. Second priority. And then the third Kamma is Achina Kamma. Yeah, Achina Kamma is, we already told you, habitual Kamma or regularly Kamma. This Kamma is the third priority to keep the result. Yeah. But Achina Kamma is very useful. Yeah, I will tell you. And the Katata Kamma, the final one. The Katata Kamma is no specially. We did just we doing. Just we doing the offering. Just we observe the morality. Just we practice inside meditation. No special way.
So what's the difference Katata Kamma and Ahosi Kamma? What's the difference Katata Kamma and Ahosi Kamma?
Ahosi Kamma. Oh, the Katata Kamma is the Ahosi Kamma. We did it. Ahosi Kamma is no chance to give the result. So going to expire, we say all Kamma, including Katata Kamma, including Achina Kamma, including Asana Kamma, any kind of Kamma we discuss. This kind of Kamma, they have a time to mature and to give the result. After maturing, they have no chance to give the result. That Kamma going to expire. So Katata Kamma is very maybe going to expire after the time, mature time going. Yeah.
No more Vipaka.
No more Vipaka, no more result. But Katata Kamma just not special with special way meanings and no near death, no regularly practice, just we doing something. So when you see on the road, when you see the person, very poor person, you have something, and you give something to that person, just you did. Yeah, we say low level. No Vedic Kamma, no special. Yeah. So Vedic Kamma is a good Vedic Kamma, is very strong concentration power. Jhana. We say jhana. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana. So this is a Vedic Kamma. So this is a special way, special practice, isn't it? Without special practice, we cannot attain the jhana power. Very strong concentration power, isn't it? So Katata Kamma is just we did, no special way. Yeah. Okay, so we explained last group is Abhidhamma Vedaniya Kamma, Upapacha Vedaniya Kamma, aprapriya vedaniya kamma. So this one, finally, conclusion I make it. So here, first jhavana, first moment of the mind here. Oh, sorry, I need to paint. Yeah, here. First jhavana, generate the immediately affected karma for this slide, and then the last moment, 7 jhavana, give the result in the second life. Is subsequently affected karma, upapajja vedaniya karma, and then in the middle, the 5 jhavana here, from here to here, 5 mind movement, second mind movement to 6 mind movement, generate the indefinitely affected karma, aprapriya vedaniya karma, like this. Okay, so this is a conclusion of the one explanation of karma, and then we continue. It's not finished yet about the karma. We continue about the karma according to the rings. Here, rings of plane or place of the living being. So according to in our universe, there are many different living beings, human being, animal. We can see with our naked eye, but the celestial being we cannot see with our naked eye, isn't it? But they are in the universe, in many different kind of place. They live. So we say rings or place. According to the place, the karma give the different result. Different karma, different result in the different plane, different place. So that's why we need to understand another group of the karma. They are divided into 4 again. Number 1 is unwholesome karma, but mostly we know that akusala karma, unwholesome karma. And then number 2, wholesome karma, kusala karma. So both of them, number 1 and number 2, unwholesome karma and wholesome karma pertaining to the same sphere, karma vachara kusala karma, we say. Because of the karma mostly result in the sink sphere. Sink sphere means sensual world. Sensual world is 11 kind of sensual world. Our human being, under our lower than the hour is 4 kind of rings. Niyaya, hell, and the animal kingdom, and the Peta, hungry ghost, and then Asura. Asura is a demon. So 4 and else, so including human world is a 5, and then another 6 celestial world. So altogether 11 sensual world, sensual plane. Sensual world. So wholesome karma and unwholesome karma, these 2 karma give the result mostly in the sensual world, 11 kind of sensual world. We say Kamma vachara kusala karma. Karma meaning is sense. Sense meaning is the visible object, sound, smell, taste, tangible object. So we say sense karma. Kamma vachara means avachara. Kamma avachara. Kamma avachara means mostly, frequently arise. But not only in the sensual world, but also in the rupavachara, Arubhavachara also. Yeah. Okay, so number 3 is a wholesome karma pertaining to the 5 material sphere, 5 material place. 5 material place is a Rupavachara, Kusala Dhamma. So that's a very higher than us. Because that place cannot get by normal wholesome deed. Normal wholesome deed means when we offer to the something to the dog, something of given to the animal or human being or whatever, if we kept the result in the sensual world easily. But to keep the result in the 5 material being is not like this. Need to be very powerful in mind, mental power, concentration power, jhana power we need to reborn in the 5 material plane, 5 material world. We say Brahma. Brahma. Yeah. And then wholesome karma, another wholesome karma pertaining to the immaterial sphere, immaterial plane, immaterial place. Immaterial means that there's no, in that place, there's no material. No, there's no body, just only mind. So we cannot see it. Only the Buddha knows that kind of living being. They are also living beings, but there's no material. So we say in Pali is Arupavachara. A means no. Rupa means mutual, material. Yeah. So Arupavachara Kusala Kamma. There are also 4 kinds of karma we need to learn today. So
looks like in Rupavachara and Arupavachara, there's only wholesome.
Yeah, that's right.
No unwholesome.
No unwholesome. Yeah. Yeah. So I will explain a little bit more detail in then later. So the unwholesome karma also might happen in the 5 material sphere. Because they have eye, when they see with their eye, undesirable object, that is because unwholesome. Yeah, it might happen. Then, but very, very few chance. Very few chance. Yeah. So maybe I will explain later a little bit more detail. Okay. Okay. So akusala karma, the first one, unwholesome karma, akusala karma. Oh, sorry, pen. All this pen I need to collect. Unwholesome karma mostly keep the result in the 4 woeful plane. Hell, animal, canine, hungry ghosts, and demon. As a patisandi means relinking or rebirth in those places. This is just a first moment, and then as a result of the during their life, they may give the result in the human world, in the celestial world also. Understand? Two moments we need to understand. One moment is just first moment of the living being who reborn in the 4 woeful stage. This is because of akusala karma. Understand? And then during their life, akusala karma continue because I already told you akusala karma is a productive karma, janaka karma, Janaka Kamma is the whole life. Every renew mind and material produce new. So result, give the result like this, but not give as a human being. Be born as a human being is not akusala, not unwholesome, isn't it? So for the human being, very first moment for the human being or very first moment of the life of the celestial being is not akusala kamma result, isn't it? Understand? So the difference. Akusala kamma give the result in the first moment for woeful state only, not for human being, not for celestial being, and then other. But during the life meaning is a rebirth and death, during the life, akusala kamma give the result in the human being, human world, and also in the celestial world, celestial being. That's why human being, we all as sometimes undesirable object we see, we hear, we smell, we taste, and desirable. We touch and desire. Sometimes we cut, sometimes we burn. Yeah. Because of the unwholesome karma give the result only during the life. Yeah. Understand? Yeah. So by place of the ripening, there are 4 kinds of karma. There are 3 kinds of unwholesome karma: bodily karma, that is unwholesome; bodily karma, that is unwholesome; mental karma, that is unwholesome. We need to understand like this. We say akusala karma, just only akusala karma. When we make the analytical way, another 3 kinds we need to understand in unwholesome karma: bodily unwholesome karma, bodily unwholesome karma, mentally unwholesome karma. So that is unwholesome akusala. We say in Pali, akusala kaya karma, bodily unwholesome karma. Akusala vaji karma. Vaji karma is a bodily unwholesome karma. Like this here. Akusala kaya karma is a bodily karma, and akusala mano karma is a mental karma here. So they are divided into according to the door action. The door action means not the I do, ear do, not like this. I do, ear do. The action. Action happen, so we say door action. So I explain a little more detail like this. Yeah. So kaya karma, bodily action; vaji karma, bhava action; mano karma, mental action. So karma is done through the body, karma is done through the speech, karma is done in mind only. So we say in 3 different ways. So there are 3 kinds of karma. We need to understand how in our daily life, what kind of action. We say bodily karma, we say kaya karma, we say vaji karma, we say mano karma. So killing, sorry. Yeah, killing, stealing, and such a misconduct are bodily action, because the action generally occurring through the door of the body. To make that kind of action with the instrument, or the body is the kind of instrument to make that action. Kaya Kamma. So killing, stealing, misconduct is a Kaya Kamma, we say. The door of body known as a bodily animation. Yeah. When we study about the material, 28 kind of material, that one is bodily animation is one of Kaya Vinyati. We say in Pali, Kaya Vinyati. Kaya Vinyati is a kind of the NTV, that the person cannot hear that. So body language, sign language. So that person on what they say. Remember that. So Kaya Vinyati is like this. Okay. And then, so the among the 28 kind of material, I already told you, there are two kind of the animation. We say bodily animation and verbal animation. So bodily animation is a sign language we use in our, nowadays for the deaf person. And then bodily verbal animation is a kind of the speech. Yeah, words, speech. So the three kind of the Kamma, killing, stealing, misconduct are done through the door of the body. So we need to understand like this. But we continue many in detail. Here today we will stop here. Later, next week, we will continue about the three kind of Kamma. Yeah, okay. Okay, so thank you very much for your listening. We will stop here. Before stop the lecture, which the Buddha teaching staying longer and longer in the universe. So we wish the Buddha Sasanant Chidan Didatu in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasanant Chidan Didatu. Buddha Sasanam Chiran Titatu. Buddha Sasanam Chiran Titatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you. Thank you very much for your listening.